I thought I'd walk out of here tonight. Been running about in a fortnight.
Now look, Mr. Barter, I think you ought to face it. You'll never walk again without a stick.
Damn that, I'll never walk with one.
My dear chap, no one with your disability has ever walked without one.
What's that got to do with it?
Reach for the Sky? I actually read the book when I was in the hospital, right after I had my surgery that took my leg. Kenneth More's portrayal of Douglas Bader was really exceptional. Like, he walked on his heels. You know he did his homework, you know, looking at that character. Reach for the Sky focused more on the recovery process of the character and everything that went through it, not just the misery he was in. He was miserable, and it showed it here and there, but the real story is, you know, the recovery, getting back to it, becoming stronger, and getting back to a life that either you create or you were accustomed to beforehand.
Well, how'd you get on, Douglas?
I'm going to ask that girl to come out with me one day.
Well, there's no time like a present. Hey, go on, Douglas, have a go.
Oh, I don't know. I don't suppose she'd want to. You just wait till I find my feet.
Captain Bader did all he could to present himself as a normal person, quote unquote, without a disability, someone who had his legs. So it's almost like he didn't even try to achieve anything until he could have his legs on again.
I thought he did a fantastic job, the physicality of it, but the emotional stuff was more similar to my emotions, where you got hurt, well, you get up and you fix it and you do the best you can no matter what, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't because, well, to hell with them.
We barely see any judgment by the external world of his missing his legs. And I think that would have been, at that time, so prevalent. There would have been so much pity that people would have put on him. It was a very sort of light in a way, even though it was a war picture. There's a lightness about it because of his attitude and his perseverance, but also his desire to seem normal.
The Projected Image, A History of Disability in Film. Tuesdays in October, beginning at 8 p.m. For a complete schedule and exclusive content, visit tcm.com/DIF.
Disabled characters in movies used to be horrific people, you know, Quasimodos and the Captain Hooks and all of the villainous people who were so angered by their disability that they had to get back in society.
There's the sexually deviant version of little people that is very prevalent.
Let's take an able-bodied person and help a disabled person. Always. It's like, oh, the poor disabled guy. Well, why?
There's been, you know, the occasional moment where a director might say, I want you to, you know, jump up on the table here. And I just say, you know, there's no real moment in my life where I would do that. So I just feel like that's some sort of stereotypical idea of little people needing to gain power through height.
Then there's a whole class of films where the person is a sad person in a wheelchair, or blind. Their life means nothing if they're blind.
What happened in the past probably you wouldn't be able to get away with it today. You just could not get away with it with actors out there who are disabled. They just wouldn't let it happen. They wouldn't let people play victims. They wouldn't let the things that happened back then happen today.
Whether someone becomes a wheelchair user, whether someone is blind, someone is deaf, or if they have an intellectual or psychiatric disability, is that somehow disability means inability. That the fact that you have some sort of impairment means that you are not able to do anything. It's very obvious that's not the case, but Hollywood hasn't always gotten the message.
In the globalization of media through the internet, we're seeing not only truthful depictions of actors with disability, but truthful depictions of people with disability. We can't get away with some of the old mythologies and the old stereotypes because there's activist groups out there that are gonna point the finger and go, no, that's not right. I mean, look at all of us. You can't play this game anymore.
The Projected Image, A History of Disability in Film. Tuesdays in October, beginning at 8 p.m. For a complete schedule and exclusive content, visit tcm.com/DIF.